Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my video logs. This is the fifth one. I'm back in LA and I was just in San Francisco, and it was so cool because I got to tattoo and work on someone's sleeve by adding to like their little sticker collection that they're building on their sleeve. And by the way, my name is Marissa. I'm a tattoo artist and I'm making these video logs just to kind of log, share where I'm at, more for memories to look back on, which is pretty much what this whole YouTube channel is. And I wanted to share the books I'm reading right now because it has changed, or it has updated. I'm currently reading this book. It's called Clock Without Hands. And I remember when I found it in those free libraries that I was really drawn to the way it was written, and it probably took me like a year to finally start reading it, but it's like the perfect little short story size. It's like 200 pages and it feels good when I'm holding it, which is also like a big thing of why I'm reading it. And I love short stories, so if any of you recommend any short stories that's like a classic or a memoir, I would love to know. So please comment that down below. And this is on my TBR, which I always love having a good list for my TBR. The first one is called Summer by Edith Wharton, which I found online from another YouTuber. And then the second one is called Fear of Dying by Erica Jong. I don't really know much about them. I know that the one about Edith Wharton's Summer is about this girl getting pregnant during the summer and getting left while she's pregnant, which sounds really dramatic and tragic at the same time. And then I have these other physical books that I want to get through. These are all, well, this one was found in a free library when I was walking in Redondo Beach at this really cute park, actually. It's called The 21 Balloons. And this one I found at a print shop in Chinatown. I just really love the cover, but I haven't read it yet. It's called The Sands of Mars. And this is The Little Prince. I remember watching the movie on Netflix and I really fell in love with the story, so it's cool that I found this at a thrift store. And I feel like it's just a really cute short read. I remember the movie being really impactful, so I'm excited to read the book. And I always encourage like any form of short, easy reading to do if you're like having a hard time getting back into reading. So that's my TBR and what I'm currently reading. And I wanted to share with you guys this is like one of the sketchbooks I'm drawing in right now. And this is my other one. So my goal, I always have like little goals as an artist to like, cause I know it'll help me propel forward in art and tattooing, is like to finish a sketchbook. And right now I share my sketchbook pages. I'll share them online sometimes, but I mainly share them with my paid subscribers on Substack, which I'll leave a link to that down below. But I'm really thankful for my paid subscribers because when I look at my sketchbook from far away, it gives me a lot of new information about where I'm at and what I want to do. And finishing a sketchbook is always just like a good goal to have as an artist. Like if you don't really know where you are on your journey, maybe like finishing that sketchbook is the best thing that you could do for yourself right now. But right now I really want to finish this one because it's like practically done. And sometimes I'll junk journal in my sketchbook so that I can like finish them faster. But like this one is like almost done pretty much. But sometimes I'll set up pages in my sketchbook. I like put these stickers so that if I'm ever in a rut, I could just like doodle something on these instead of just having like a random blank page and like not knowing what to do. But I have like little things I still kind of have to color, or like this page I'd really like to add probably like one more color into it. But sometimes coloring your work is like a coloring book in the best way possible, but also tells you a lot about what's going on in your head. But I really like this house that I drew, and a bigger version of my animals in cups. I posted that flash on my Instagram and TikTok, so if you want to see that, please follow me on Instagram at Marissa M. Lee, and on TikTok it's at Marissa Mar Lee. But I want to share with you guys where I'll be traveling to next on my tattoo tour. I'm going to be going to New Orleans, and I'll be guesting at Downtown Tattoo on July 11th and 12th. And I'll be in Seattle guesting at Mochi Tattoo Studio, and I'll be there July 27th and 28th. And I'll be going back to San Francisco, and I'll be guesting at Dynasty Designs on August 10th and 11th. And then I'll be back in LA to tattoo for whoever wants a tattoo on, I think it's August 20th and 21st. It's a Wednesday and Thursday that I'm opening my books. And I want to plan a trip to Chicago for my birthday in December, so I want to do that. But pretty much in the fall, just kind of be going back and forth between here, LA, and San Francisco. And I really love that in San Francisco I'm getting to work on people's sleeves and add to like the patchwork that's already going on, whether it be like someone's arm or someone's leg. I really love that. I've been noticing that happening when I tattoo there, which is why I love going back to the Bay, because I feel the support, especially because I'm from there too. I definitely feel the support, so thank you for that. And I'm currently sending out artwork and zines to my clients because I wanted to say thank you to everyone that's let me tattoo them for the past 3 years. That means a lot to me. I mean, it started out with tattooing my friends, which is, I'm so thankful for my friends that let me tattoo them, and to think about it now that I'm about 3 years into tattooing and just thinking about all the people that I've been able to tattoo is kind of mind-boggling. And I only get excited to see where this will go because it is a craft that I want to do for the long run. Like, I want to be saying that I tattoo for like 25 years or like 20 to 25 years. And at that point, I feel like I'll really be able to call myself a tattoo artist and say that I have all of this experience to call myself one. And being in any sort of career for 20 to 25 years and beyond is something that is so special, and I'm happy that I found tattooing, that I'm able to say that I want to do that for that long, because I don't think I've been able to say that about anything else that I've done. I mean, it'd be cool to say that for all my hobbies or like art interests, that I'm doing it for that long, but that's what I love about tattooing, is that it's really helped me focus and grow as an artist and feel confident that I want to do like this type of art for the long run. And I'm really happy that if you can sense who I am, that I'm making art because I'm an artist. I'm not making art for any wrong reason, or kind of like, there's no bad intention, there's nothing to be misconstrued. I'm making art because I'm an artist, and I think with that genuinity, it is able to touch many of you, and you can feel that when you choose something that you want tattooed on you. So I'm so grateful that God has blessed me with the ability to share my art with you guys and bring that light into the world that He put in me to share. And that's something to really remember when things get tough, when I get confused about what I'm doing, at moments where I felt like I questioned everything, and even in moments where I felt things got bad or questioned if I should still tattoo, I still know deep down that I want to tattoo. And that's something that builds confidence inside of me that I'm really grateful for, because tattooing really is all about confidence. And like when you pull a line or when you're tattooing someone, if you're confident in the way you move, kind of like the same as dancing, like people will know, people will notice how much you know your art. And that's what everybody is really looking for, because none of us really know what we want sometimes. And it can be refreshing when someone is showing who they are very vulnerably online. And I feel like that is the biggest advice. Like when all these celebrities are asked, like, what's the piece of advice you can give to someone? And sometimes they'll say like a broad answer, which is just like to truly be you, to be yourself. And I think that is really true when sharing your art with people online, or even just making art. Like the fact that you make art and that you are sharing it is already so genuine in its own. And that's why it can be so hard to share your art sometimes, because you even know how genuine it is for you, and you know like how vulnerable it is. And that's like what people crave to see, because sometimes a majority of people aren't aware of what they want to see or what they like. So when you can show someone something and then give someone some sort of opinion, that's probably the best thing that you can do. And it is probably true, the more people that love what you do, there will also be people that hate on what you do or don't get it. But that's kind of the great thing and the hard thing of sharing your artwork online, is that you're getting a lot of opinions, but that's why you're doing it, because you need someone to have an opinion to buy your artwork. You need someone to decide to like your artwork and support you so that you can keep making art. There is the topic of making money off of your art. I know when I was younger, I had this very innocent way of thinking that I never wanted to make money or tie money to my artwork. But then as I got older and I realized my intentions of how I want to live life, and knowing that I am an artist, when you realize that you're an artist and that making art is your everyday thing for you, you're gonna be honest with yourself and know that first off that you want to make money, and then the second thing is, do you want to make money like a different way from a normal job, or do you want to make money from your art? And to make money from your art does require a lot of balance, and to make money with a normal job and still make your art also requires balance. So I guess it's like, how do you want to find that balance for yourself? But the biggest thing is telling yourself you are an artist and that every day you need to make art for whatever reason. Like for me, I need to make art every time for my well-being and to know who I am and to be honest with myself. And sometimes, just like therapy, the art I'm making shows me things and I can be even more sensitive. And sometimes it shows me things that help me feel like resolved inside for like a small amount of time. So art can mean so many things to so many people, and knowing what it means to you will help you decide a lot on how you want to spend your time. So like right now for me, I have to work on some Substack articles because I have paid subscribers, and that's a source of income that I have that I want to grow. And then I also have my clients that I tattoo. So having these like two forms of income, then it makes it a little bit easier to know what you want to work on every day. But I would say if you don't really have that yet, just knowing, like, kind of deciding and telling yourself that you're an artist, and then what do you want to do to keep making art? Like, what activities are you gonna do to keep making art? Because that's the biggest thing, is to keep making art once you've acknowledged to yourself that you are an artist. So I want to thank you for listening to me on this video log, and I think it'd probably be good to best have me on in the background, unless you want to like watch me talking the whole time. But I think these videos are good to have in the background while you do your thing, while you make art, while you clean, while you eat. So thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.